Fubara is not the aggressor. And who means what? My friend, Nyesome Wike, is the aggressor, not Fubara.
The crisis in Rivers State has lingered for a while now, and so many people have said so much about the whole matter. So many alleged stories flying around. And if you can remember, when this thing started from the onset, people were alleging that it's because Fubara refused to submit one kind cash to Wike. That's why they wanted to impeach him that time and all that. But later, Wike came out and debunked the whole thing. But he continued to the extent that Mr. President came in to mediate between the matter. Then after the mediation, the whole issue was calmed to some extent, but it lasted for just few time and it blew up again like wildfire. Now, Ikenga Imo was interviewed concerning the whole matter and he had so much to say. He was asking questions like, what is that Fubara refused to submit that is causing this whole problem?
What is it that Fubara did not give you that led to this war?
And during this same interview, he said that Fubara is not the aggressor, but his good friend Wike. In fact, listen to him and I'll be back.
What is it that Fubara did not give you that led to this war? That led to an impeachment being served on him on that day? That led to him being fired at and the hot water tank sprayed on him by the police? I want all Nigerians to ask that question, because getting at that question will help us to unravel what this whole madness is all about. What happened? Because even Asuwaju, with all his political maverick style, doesn't control Lagos 100%. They share it among the key stakeholders you have in the GSC or what they call that group. But you are the only one. You bought all their nomination form. You bought their pillowcase and their bed. You put the senators, you put the rep, you put the state assembly, you put the local government, you have the commissioner for finance, you have agric, you have works, you have accountant general, you have chairman of board, you have everything. You awarded the project. The soul of the government, you have it. So what could have led to this same man that you are basically holding hostage become somebody you wanted to disgrace, impeach him even when he did not commit one single impeachable offense? At that moment, anybody that is honorable and reasonable enough must be able to say, no, this is not right. And that is why I said, provide answers to this. So, and then, because if these answers are not provided, then one can assume it might be greed. It might be excessive dictatorial tendencies that must have led you to now say you even capture the man's A, so that you ration the A that he's going to breed. So this whole thing was unwarranted. Fubara is not the aggressor. And who means what? My friend, Nyesome Wike, is the aggressor, not Fubara. The offer for vice president. And which will bring us to the issue of, you once made us believe that this struggle was about South. So if they have made you that VP, so it wasn't about South, it was about you. Though the South is you. Because now, yes, for whatever reason, Atiku didn't announce him as vice president. He announced Okowa. Is Okowa a lesser human to be a vice presidential candidate? For whatever reason, it was about service and the South. Since you are willing to be a VP, but it wasn't given to, it was given to Okowa, your brother, you support him. You support him 100%. So people can go. Today, we in the Southeast South, we don't have VP, we don't have president. Courtesy of you. Everything was thrown to the ground. So character, measuring character is also important, because now we'll begin to realize from the beginning, you brought shade. Because when people say he contributed so much, no, you didn't contribute more than some of us. We all contributed. Everybody contributed. Because the question I will ask you, what did you actually save us from? You saved us from the fire you put. So when a man puts fire in his bedroom and he gets extinguisher to take it out, we'll hail him as a great man. You brought Sheriff single-handedly. Some of us had reservation about it because of his past in AMPP. Who started quarreling with Sheriff when they were shooting canisters in Port Harcourt at the convention? You. It ended in commotion, remember? We all went to court. Part of that court I went. I was the one that secured it. I went to court. I secured the injunction, the court judgment that nullified Sheriff chairmanship and quest to hold on to power. I have stake. I know this journey very well. So you led us into that crisis. Then at the end of the day, party was polarized. Crisis everywhere. We managed to survive that era. Factions in every part of the party. In Edo, he has Danobi, them creating crisis. In Cross River, he has Sandy them creating crisis. There's no part of Nigeria that didn't have faction. In Ekiti, he has Fayoshe them. One man against one political party in pursuit and ambition that would later realize it was about him to be president or vice president. So in all these things, you still went to the convention. I fought for him. But truth, if you're a Democrat, he was defeated. To God who made him. we lost. He was defeated. So at the end of the day, he didn't become vice president. But he made us believe that it was about Southern agenda. There was no Southern agenda. Because as long as you are willing to be a vice president, it was all about you. Then you fought Okowa and Atiku. You're right, you followed Aswaju, you worked for APC. Even in that outing, he lost Port Harcourt. Have you forgotten? Obi defeated them. We saw the panel of the results. Some of them were uploaded to the IRM. So even this own magic people said he was going to bring to Aswaju, there was no magic he brought to Aswaju. Aswaju VT never came from Port Harcourt. Came from other parts of the country. Obi them still wiped them out in Port Harcourt. And they were struggling to hang on to that little vote they were able to panel beat out. That is the simple truth.
Now, according to the question Ikenga Imo was asking, do you think that there is something Fubara refused to submit that is causing all the whole crimes? In fact, let me know what you think on the comment section. And moving forward on the interview, he also made mention of what happened in 2023 presidential election, where he was not selected as the vice president, which according to Ikenga Imo, that he was supposed to support Okowa, who was selected. But no, he refused and scattered everything. In fact, that was what caused them to lose the president and the vice president. And don't forget, similar issue came up when he was having issue with Dino Melaye, which Dino Melaye was saying that he called him 19 times in 2 hours just to help him lobby Atiku to select him as a vice president. But when he refused, he got angry and left the airport. And according to Dino Melaye, it was part of what caused serious issue between him and Dino Melaye.
Wike called me 19 times in 2 hours when Atiku was going to mention his vice presidential candidate, lobbying me with everything possible to influence Atiku to announce him as the vice president. I have witnesses. I even gave the phone to Senator Abdul Nengi, who spoke with him. He also lobbied him. I gave the phone to Senator Zamire. He also spoke to Senator Zamire. His people were calling me back to back, back to back. In fact, he got to the airport. He was in the airport for hours, just waiting for my call to say, Atiku have agreed for you to be the vice presidential candidate. So, at about 1 o'clock, I called him and I said, my brother, it no go happen, no. That was when he got annoyed and flew to.
Now, I don't know what to think exactly, but share your thought on the comment section. And don't forget, Ikenga Imo also said that this thing is not just happening in Rivers State. It's also happening in PDP in different places. And if the question he's asking was not attended to, that one might go ahead and guess, is it greed or is it excessive dictatorial tendency? Or is there something we are not aware of? Is this also the same character that made the mediation that Mr. President offered between Fubara and Wike not to last that long? Share your thought and don't forget, click on that share button, subscribe and follow for more updates. Because like this, we move.